Yo, what's the deal? It's your man T History, man. What's going on, man? Happy Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? Watch the Philandes, watch the backside. You know, I'm out here on a nice special edition. YouTube's hot, flaming, hot as grease out here. I know a lot of things is going on, man. It's been a minute. Hey, how you doing, Rain? Thanks for coming out. You know what I'm saying? I'll have a special edition. Got on my man coming through in a few seconds, few minutes. Just gonna join the program. Got a special interview with the brother Mac Mean, you know what I'm saying, from Bronx, New York, you know what I mean? So we're just gonna wait for Mac to pull up. Hopefully everybody's doing good, you know what I'm saying? So far just got rain in the building, but it doesn't matter. This is gonna be a live and some, you know what I'm saying, epic and something that's gonna be on replay. Hopefully people will pull up. We'll see. If not, still gonna put it in. But just see what's up with my brother Mac Mean. Rain, how you doing this evening, honey? We got two people in here. So hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Good way to cap it off. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff going on the YouTube streets as normal. I have 3,000 people in here now. Starting to mount up and stuff like that. I don't know how this notification is doing. Good. That's what's up. All is well. That's good. KJ Fury, thank you. Coming from NY. I seen you was over there on Mac Me's on live. I was hoping that a lot of people, like I said, I hope that you could subscribe to the channel, but at least you here, and that's what I was trying to do, get a lot of people that was over there, just to see what's up. Max said he was gonna pull up in a second or two. You know how it is, but he's coming. And yeah, we just gonna try to for those people, like for my people that pull up. Hold on. Let me put that. Can I put that on pause? But let me see. Tell this to you right quick too. You're about to interview Mac Mean, bro. Yeah, what's good? I'm about to interview Mac Mean right now. Yeah, pull up. All right. Yeah, man. Thank you, KJ. If you got this, it's vice versa. It boomerangs too. If you got something going on too, I'm gonna find your channel as well. You know. All right, we got five in here. Yeah, everybody. Like I said, hopefully, okay. We got on Pete. You know how we do, Rain. You know, send my Pete, my man Pete. Let's talk about. He got a channel as well. And on the same thing, like I said, KJ, if you got a channel, we'll be over there checking you out. Is everything just like I was over there with Mac? Mostly everybody that we be dealing with that come through here and stuff like that. We try to all support each other. That's why we was over there with Mac. And then that's why I want him to do this because I have certain people that for everybody to get mixed and mangled, and when people don't know each other, for people to get acquainted, saying everybody got different styles and different flavors, but at the same time, it's at the same time. Oh, I got the wrong link. You said again? How? Hold on. I hope that ain't what's stopping him. Thanks. That's why I love you, bro. Thanks. Especially because I know Matt be getting confused. That should have. What was the last one? Okay, that one's good. Def, make sure that's the right one, right? Yeah, because I think because of the last time I was trying to do it. Yeah, Matt. He probably tried to already come through too. Matt, mean if you try to come through already, this is the right link. It be doing that sometimes because I was trying to make sure that everything go right. So I'm sorry, y'all. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Max coming. Okay, so that's right. I just talk.
It's the right one, gang.
All right, thank you, bro.
All right, bro.
Yes. So if Mac, if you try to try to hit the link already, is right as usual, man. That's why we all work together. Thank for Death for Power Chaser for doing that. We come in. I know, and Mac probably said he's pulling up soon, so in a second. Yeah, because a lot of stuff been going on too. Got to know all the people that we like to have in and stuff like that. We just waiting on the guests to come and pull up. Besides that, man, that was a nice one, man. Mac had a good. We had a good positive, vibe going on and just explaining, what was going on over there. Then at the end, it got a little crazy, but it was a lot of stuff. Like it was said and a lot of stuff that was going on. Crazy. Like I said again, I think on KJ for his support. Oh, Queen Charles, thank you, honey. Thanks for pulling up on me. Matt Call, thanks for pulling up. I'm just waiting on Mac to pull up. Just again, that's why I'm just putting this thing out to make sure. How you doing, Queen? Where's my man Dropkick at? Tell Dropkick to bring his ass to. Yeah, just trying to have this good interview with my man McNee, you know what I'm saying? So everybody, like I said, how we do, just try to spread the love of everybody and have a good night sitting down in conversation, with the content creators and the people that's also the people who's out there. That's another positive vibe, KJ. Like you said, at any time, I don't be every day like I supposed to, but KJ, you could come up here. He is right now. He gonna probably be pissed. Yo. Yeah, I'm here. Nah, I dropped the link. The first time I dropped the link, it was bad. But this link I just dropped it for you right now. Here it is. Just press the link. Yeah. Yeah, because I think you never. I don't even think you got me subscribed, bro. Because, but yeah. Oh, okay. What up, C Series? Oh, I'm sorry, brother. The link, I keep dropping the link repeatedly. First, I messed up on it. Your boy KJ Ferry's in here, sees Aries in here, Earns in here. I just keep dropping it. What up, Earn? What up, C? What up, Who? I don't really know how to do that like that. What because even no, that's what I'm saying. I press the invite. Like if you're in the room, bro, hold on. If you're in the room, it's no way. Zad, your boy Zed's in here. Huh? Yeah, because I don't know if you in my joint. Definitely call Chase in here. Like everybody's in here. Yeah, press the like button. Thank you, Wayne. I see 6 likes. Yeah, they probably hit me. It's 9 people in the building. Your people's in here. Sugar Black's in here. We here. Sugar Black's in here. All your people's in here. NBA City. Everybody's in here trying to see what's up. All right. Y'all hear me on the joint with them. But we ain't gonna do it on the phone. Relax. All right, hang up. Let me try to get on my phone. All right. We just waiting because you heard him. He's saying his computer's bugging. See, I didn't even know too. Anybody that's on content creators, I'm not a hater. Everybody, you can drop your links. I don't care about stuff like that. I'm not a hater. Ern, big brother Ern, how you feeling, brother? Thank you for pulling up. Doc said you're a violation. Hold on, let me get something. Sit right quick. Oh shit. I gotta ask my girl, Rain, did you cook anything, honey? See my nigga Pilo Shiesty in the building. Rain, did you cook anything, honey? I just finished cooking while I was listening to dope ass McNee shit. I had cooking me some damn baked, some chicken thighs and some potatoes and some spinach. Then I was waiting to talk to this one. Hold on. Oh, you don't know how to drop the link. For $9.95 we can do it. Nah, listen, it can be done. But I don't know. I try to find it when P tried to do it too. I don't know why. When y'all had that one live you did, I don't know if that's the only one you did, but I tried to find it, when y'all went live and I couldn't get it neither. Oh, let me throw this in here again if Weston ain't said he can't find it. That's okay. You hear? That's what I'm saying. Mac, just press the link. The link's right there. Def already tried it. The link is this one is good. Just press the link, bro. We got you in the building. So we stepped that far. We got you in the building. So all we need you now is just to press the link. Mac Mania. Mac Mizzle. Let's see if this is Mac Mizzle. He's acting a little fuzzy. Can't hear you. Nah, I can't hear you, bro. I love that, bro. Smell no home. I can't. But Rain, why does always say that? If that's not the same. Oh, listen. Oh, I can't hear you though, Mac. I can't hear you though, Mac. There you go. You're getting close, cause see, that's the thing. You got so much shit hooked up. That's why that should be happening to you, Mac. You got all the music, all that shit. That's why when you be trying to. Yeah, because you got so much shit. That's why. You know that's why that should be happening. Let's see now. You see, you can't front on. You see, you got the beats. You see, you got all the high quality shit.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
You hear me good?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see a little bit. Say something else.
1, 2. Oh wait.
All right. I'm deaf as hell, so just give me a little bit more volume.
A little bit more volume?
Yeah, you good. Just a little spec. I'm deaf. Just give me a little bit more spec of volume. You're good. Just the volume.
I'm turning it up.
Yeah, you good though.
I don't normally use like the audio shit when I'm doing my thing.
All right, that's great, man. All right, we here, man. Thank you for blessing the panel. So it's already what it is. Would you know saying how it is? You got up there, Mac Mizzle, but this is for like people. Like I said, tell people all the time. I have my peoples in Pakistan, got people across the globe, just like you do too. But for my listeners and your viewers and stuff, would you let us know exactly who you are?
Okay, my name is Mac. My name is Mac Mean. Everybody call me Mac Mean. A lot of my people call me Mac Mizzle. That's why I put Mac Mizzle there. You know what I'm saying? I got a YouTube channel.
Stop. All right. Just let me. All right. All right. So, Mac Mean, could you just let us know is that where you originally from?
I'm from the Bronx, 183rd. I grew up in I'm from the Bronx, but I did most of my growing up in Harlem though.
Okay. Will you explain, because even just New York City for a lot of people, even myself being from Boston, would you just explain even however Bronx / Harlem, whatever, New York's a big place, different. A lot of people look up to New York in so many different levels. Anyway, would you just explain what you've seen and just give us some type of visualization of like how I was growing up in New York City as a youngster?
Okay. For me, growing up, like a lot of people from the outside of New York, they have a their own perception of how New York is based off of rap music or whatever. But like
Mm-hmm.
for me coming up, I'm gonna tell you like this: like outside, it was a lot of love. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I don't know. I mean, before like the drug game came, when we start
Mm-hmm.
hustling and stuff like that, it was just a lot of love, man. A lot of in my neighborhood in particular, what I found out was different once I went to the pen was that we was like family almost because if somebody didn't have something, like your man's moms gave it to you. Like if you ain't have a if you came in the building and it was smelling good on the second floor, you was eating on the second floor. You could have stayed out all night. Wasn't nobody bothering your kids, none of that shit. You know what I mean? And then also the adults had like jurisdiction or at least a say so in some of the things that kids did, even if they wasn't their own kids. They still had a say so. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
it
So
was
like
love.
yeah,
It was love. If I could say anything, if I could say one word, I would say love. You know what I mean? It was a lot of love growing up in the Bronx, man. I ain't gonna hold you. And then hip hop being, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
hip hop.
Right.
Ooh,
Could
that's a
you?
whole
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to do. So, like, could you explain like some of your hip hop influences and like how like being able to like see that? That's something that I really want to touch. Like, could you, especially the Bronx part, because that's where it started at. So, could you give us some as a youngster, like actually, because you got to see them. I can't speak for you, but the plugging in the plugging in the light pole type of stuff like you got to see that. Can you explain that to us? And
Well, the plug-in and the light bulb, I mean, the plug-in and the light posts and stuff like that, that was real. What stands out to me the most was the block party, not the block parties, but the jams. Like what was dope was that when you hear this loud ass music coming from somewhere, you don't know where it's coming from, but it sound good. You and all your peoples was gonna go exactly where that music was coming from. You know what I'm saying? And
mm-hmm.
then and when you got there, you seen a dude playing some big ass speakers. You know what I mean? Like all your song. And what's special back then is that a lot of things like today, you want to hear something, you could go on YouTube. You could go buy the record or whatever. Back then, we didn't have that luxury. We didn't have that freedom to just be able to have hip hop accessible to us. I remember when I was younger, I used to have to hide um in a living room and sneak, get a headphone and put it in my ear and sneak listen to the radio, because I'm passing my bedtime, 1 o'clock in the morning when the college station will be playing music and I'll be glued to the radio like that. That's how I got my intake of hip hop. And once in a while, you had a cool dude in the hood that had a couple of extra dollars, and he might have got the tape or the record before somebody else, and we all went to that person's house to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So it was a special time for hip hop, man. It vibrated different, man. Hip hop was like that. Hip hop was like the same
Mm.
was based off of what song was out. So when you hear a certain song, the first thing that happens is you go to a certain place or you go to a certain time. You know what I mean? And you put yourself in that time, and that's where your memories are collected at. You know what I mean? Especially
Right.
growing up in the Bronx. Like you hear about Cool Herc, you hear about Africa Bambaataa and all these niggas. But my time, who I came up, I came up around like Slick Rick. Like Slick Rick lived in our hood.
Mm-hmm.
Kid Capri, Rap's New Generation, K Born. They said buffering.
No, you good now. It was happening. It started again, but it's all
And
good.
so we like being from the Bronx. I remember going to Brooklyn and going to like parties or dance contests and talent shows and shit out in Brooklyn. And I remember being in Brooklyn looking at these niggas doing same shit we was doing in the Bronx a different way. You know what I mean? Like they had different dances. Like the Bronx had certain dances that Brooklyn didn't get yet. Brooklyn had certain dances Queens didn't get yet. Certain clothes. Brooklyn dudes dressed a certain way, Bronx dudes dressed a certain way, Harlem dudes dressed a certain way. Even though it's all one city, Queens dudes, Staten Island had their own style out there. You know what I'm saying? Even Staten Island had to fight in order to be known as New York. Because like even like when in jail, Staten Island dudes come through, they was being treated like they wasn't even from New York.
Right.
Some Queens dudes too. You know what I'm saying? So that it was a separation. It was we all together, we all New York, but it was different. It was different. Hip hop was being experienced different depending on which borough you was in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was
So
good luck.
right. So I would say so that's what's up. So I mean, so growing up, that much influences? Like, was there any sports? That was there any instruments? Like, what did you pick up? Like that, I would say when you start coming up, as I say, 10, 11,
Graffiti.
12,
Graffiti was
graffiti.
graffiti first. Graffiti, me saying graffiti and breakdancing was my thing. I wasn't nice at graffiti and I wasn't nice at breakdancing. I wasn't nice at rap. I wasn't nice at anything. I was a jack of all trades, master of none. So I did it all. I did graffiti. I mean, like I got on trains and rode on trains. You know what I'm saying? I had my little tag name, my little Puerto Rican tag crew. You know what I'm saying? I went out with about 5 Puerto Rican dudes, skipped school, and we went to go bomb shit. And bomb shit is like getting paint and just basically, you know what I'm saying, like doing your thing, getting on the going wherever you could go and you find an open space and writing your name and letting people know you was there.
Right. So all right. So as you got older, so what age frame was you at that time?
That time, by the time I start doing graffiti like or outside, it was like 15, 14, 14, excuse me, 14,
Okay,
14.
that's cool. So, all right. So you got me by a few years. So yeah. So you had already seen my favorite movie. So you had already seen B Street. That's a good influence. So you already seen B Street, and so I would say when it switches over
Can I tell you
around,
something about B Street? Can I tell
mhm,
you
don't
from
tell
the
me you
from the
almost made the cut. Go ahead.
Nah. But mad at my people's in B Street. But I'm gonna just say this: mad friends from my hood because they came and sourced the people, the extras and everything. Like a lot of the extras was directly from my school that I went to, 206B. But the one thing about the movie was that for us in New York, we loved the movie because the idea of it, but it wasn't realistic to us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
Why
realistic
is why is that?
because of because it was too to us it was like too Hollywood, and
Hmm.
it was what happened was like Kango was a sponsor of the show, so we didn't rock Kangos like how LL had that Kango and everybody had a Kango and everybody had a pair of shell toes and everybody looked exactly. If you look at B Street, you go to the B Street breaking scene when they was in the Roxy, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to everybody that was in there, my man. You know what I'm saying? Tone. Anyway,
You you just saying they won't it can't go won't it like that, and they made it because they had the
it's like
sponsorship.
yeah, they made a certain look that wasn't really representative of everybody. That look that they had was like the Queen's look.
But the footage was where y'all was from, so y'all just I know what you're saying.
It was all around. It was all around. I think it was downtown, it was uptown in the Bronx. It was spread all around. But I'm saying the look of it was the Run DMC look. That was the you know what I mean? That era, you know what I mean? That's when Rev Run was running shit. So like there was a lot of politics mixed up in
Right,
how they was going to present themselves and how they was going to look. I found that out years later, but something
right.
always stuck out. Like back in the days, like damn, all these niggas is fly. Nah, back in the days, man, niggas was looking like forcing them. You know what I'm saying? The way Africa. If people really look right now, man, there was some
I
like
know.
back in the days, right? Let me just say this, right? Hip hop, hip hop always promoted or I'm not gonna say elevation, but I'm gonna say change. You know what I mean? Like hip hop was always based off of being different. That's the inner source of hip hop. you know, of being free in that kind of way, you know, um,
Mm-hmm.
because we get older, we lose that track, man. We lose that sight that yo, boom, these kids is just like us, man. They doing their thing. The same way my mom's looked at me like I was like I had 13 heads on top of my shoulder when she heard me listening to Scarface later years later, mom playing tricks on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
one year I'm playing De La Soul. Next year I'm fucking playing mine playing tricks on me and shit like that. The music back then, and not to drift from the point too much. What I'm saying is that it promoted us to be different and stuff like that. And I think that the only critique that I got for today's like hip hop scene or whatever, when we get back to that, is that
Mm-hmm.
the need to be different sometimes becomes destructive to your own self. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to go so left field that you end up forgetting who the fuck you are or where you started from. So I think that what today, how we venturing back into the ground level of hip hop and how it started, like Griselda Records, cats like that, that's really upholding back in the day or whatever. I think
Mm-hmm.
it kind of it puts respect on it. You know what I'm saying? A little bit different, and also it gives us that memory on how this shit really started. It really started from fun, and it started from drama.
Right. All right. So, saying, so we gotta go to like the other shit. So now, saying, you entangled with hip hop, you learning hip hop. I mean, you're a part of hip hop. You are hip hop. So, life's coming up, and like what you said, you were not matching Beat Street. You're not matching the other one. The Run DMC movie. I mean, the you know what I'm saying. I didn't think about the other movie,
Mantronics
but
breaking.
not even breaking. Breaking is not even on point. You know what I'm saying? The biggest one, Crush Groove. You're not matching Crush Groove or whatever. So you're getting to a south of a time where you're in New York City, you're being young man. So let's get to like your junior high school, your high school years. What is going on and what's up with your pockets? Like what are you doing about what's Mac Mean doing about his pockets
Well,
and his gear situation?
back in the days when I was younger, like school and shit, I was always like a nerd. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of those cats that I always had that element of not liking bullies and I ended up being in a lot of programs with cats that was real smart, but they was soft. You know what I'm saying? You dig? And that's
Mm-hmm.
like I felt like because we doing the same thing and we go on the same trips and I felt like I felt like I was always like fighting over somebody doing something to somebody. I was a fighter. Like when I was younger, I was a skinny little nigga, but I used to always get into fights, man. I used to get into a lot of fights. Anyway, with school, it was like those two polarities of getting good grades, but at the same time having bad behavior because you know what I'm saying? Like being a smart nigga, niggas thinking something sweet, boom. Nigga shit, I'm smart and shit, but I ain't fly. You know what I mean? I didn't start hustling until after I got to high school. But
Mm-hmm.
junior high school and all that, I was Gucci. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I love school. I always loved school. One of my biggest regrets when I got locked up is that these niggas gonna graduate and I'm gonna be in jail. Like I was locked up when I was 16, so I didn't really have a chance to make a big transition. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was younger, I wasn't a big drug dealer. I wasn't none of that. I came out the house, I sold drugs. I got caught a couple times for selling heroin. That was my intro to the drug game. I seen my man selling heroin, put me on. I didn't know what he knew. You know what I mean? So I went out there and I tried what he tried, and I made my money. I did my thing. I made a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie. I made a lot of money, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a long time. I got locked up real young because at the same time I was out there robbing niggas. You know what I'm saying? So the robbery, it was like soon as I started doing dirt, soon as I started drifting off, soon as I got crazy, I went down. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And I did two bids. So like I said, I got locked up when I was 16. So before, I mean, in between 14 and 16, I guess that's everything I did. I never pay a bill. You know what I'm saying? I got some pussy. You know what I'm saying? but I never did
Mhm.
nothing that a grown man has done, and I ain't have the brain to think like that. I did, you know.
Right. So I you know what, since you got that little slight that thing in there, that something always bothers me. Do you like what we have today and stuff? Like, do you take away from your game? Like, how do you measure that when certain people will say, well, when people be looking at the gangster list and the resumes and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like when all of the extra nuances that you got to put on, and like what a resume, like, do you feel like somebody should be looked at any lesser? Like when you come off the porch, like me, I feel as though, like if you I feel like if you sell drugs, you put yourself in harm when you get off that porch. Whenever you sell drugs or you do certain things, man, you put yourself in one. You can lose your freedom and you can lose your life. And if you participate for months in a couple of years or a year, then like I don't feel like somebody who runs around it. Oh, I was schooly and I did shit for months, and you know what I'm saying. The wall to wall gangsters, they feel, or the going to jail niggas feel like they're so better than niggas who might not love this shit, love the streets, but did damn near the same shit. You see what I'm saying?
Let me say this to you: we've been worshiping cowards for a long time, bro.
Right.
We've been
Basically,
worship. Yeah, we've been
you get
worship.
what I'm asking. Right.
Yeah, we've been worshiping feminine, feminized. You know what I mean? This tough disguised cowards. You know what I'm saying? That's what we've been following. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that the logic of a feminine coward, you know what I'm saying, is not legit. Not in my life today. You know what I'm saying? In my life, you know what I mean. A nigga saying that somebody that came out later and out him is dumb because there's something more about that person. There's somebody. There's something. Let me tell you something. Choosing to do the wrong thing is the easiest thing in the world, my nigga. See, the only people that don't know that is the people that's doing right. See, the people that's
Mhm.
doing right, or the people that do things the right way, even if you have a need to be on that side of the team or you want to be that nigga, right? Even then, God is protecting you from being on that side because that's the side of the dummies. So whatever logic that the dumb side present and say, imagine your kids, like you and your homeboy, and y'all both came up in a real fucked up life, and then y'all have kids, and your kids is 14, 15 years old, right? They come up with each other. My kid and your kid come up with each other. Our lives is fucked up. These kids can have whatever life they want. Imagine my son telling your son, that he's less than, you know what I mean, or he's pussy because he ain't coming, you know what I mean, because he don't want to, you know what I mean, go sell these drugs with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? My son need to be lynched. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Straight up. Because look at the logic. The nigga that's not selling drugs that you soft or you late or whatever. Yo, nigga, I'd rather fucking be late or I'd rather never be there.
Right.
Only ones that gravitate towards that mentality is the ones that don't have no other choice except to gravitate towards that mentality. They ain't got nothing to lose, my nigga. So it's easy to take misery love company, man. And as much as these niggas try to make it seem like these streets is the honor or some shit, that shit is
Mhm.
miserable, man. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it loves some company. It loves some company. That's why I
Right.
would never, never, bro, never, never. You know what I mean? Like for real, like and like living the way you was living when you was a fucking child, then you an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Idiot man.
Idiot boy.
Yes. Because it's like, because you think about it, it's only like I tell niggas all the time. It's just unfortunate, like Big and Pop. It's like, if you think about it, it's other people, but you only think it's only 2 and 3 years spans, like all of those careers. It's like a running back.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you really only got those 3 years. Like it's just like your teenage years. You get out there 15 to 18, 19. That's when you irresponsible, you get the excuse and you get to have fun and you don't know what's going on and you can do shit that's, but then you get to a certain age and then you can know, and then like you wake up and then you can lose your whole life at them few young ages in your life. You could throw your whole life away at 19, 20 years old if you do the wrong fucking thing.
You know what's so crazy? When I was locked up, right? And this is so crazy, man. You know what? But what just struck me because I just almost felt guilty about telling you about when I was locked up because based off of what Hassan Campbell was saying about that we
Oh,
talk about jail too much. But what I'm thinking about right now is like, yo, you had two links up, by the way. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it now, and I pressed the wrong link. But
I know. Yeah, don't worry about it because you got the right one. I know.
so check it out. This is what you have to look
This is
at.
just like I told you too. Well, go ahead. Like I told you, when it's a personal interview, if later at some point, if somebody else, if you don't mind, if somebody else do want to come up, then I would
I
let
don't
it.
care.
But when it's
It's
personal
bro,
interview, like I told you, I don't let nobody come up. This is your personal joint. I asked you for this while, so I wasn't letting nobody up. But Death for the Cloud Chaser let me know that I sent the wrong link earlier before you came on. But so that's that. But go ahead and say what you was gonna say.
oh, anybody, yo, whatever, it's your floor, bro.
Nah,
You know,
it's gonna be your interview. If later, then because I got a lot more. So, but what you was gonna get into is this. So we're gonna change that too. What I was gonna get into because, like I said, like you were saying too another time that we could talk without it even being like that because we could talk because we know each other. Period. Because like I got the game and how I normally do, but I want you to do that. But I'll just go to this. Like I said, I want you to go. I want you to go to like trials and tribulations. Like I want you to get to like what you would say your trials and tribulations was and basically Rikers. But I don't like I said I don't want you to go and have to be doing what you done already did. Just tell us what you feel is your trials and tribulations that you want to talk about. And y'all do remember for Cuba, for KG, for KJ, Fury, for
ask him if they got a
yeah,
question.
that's what I said. That's what I was
Yeah,
getting to.
yeah,
And
ask him.
remember, it's for Between Seas, from KJ, for everybody that's already with MacMe. For all of y'all got 5 questions that I'll give y'all. Everybody that's out there, y'all got 5 questions that I'm gonna ask him on this y'all's before we finish. So y'all come up. I'm gonna take 5 questions from y'all. But so go ahead, give me your trials and tribulations, bro.
Yeah, I think um the biggest. Let me think about this because I never nobody asked me this before. Um, the biggest after years, after like 5 or 6 years, was the food, bro. Like eat like what type of food like the food, not like the menu always being the same. Every 4 weeks the menu changed. We be looking at the menu for the whole week, hoping something changed. And even though you get certain food through the package, you be like you'll have dreams about food. You know what I'm saying? When
Mm-hmm.
you've been eating oranges and apples and bananas
Mm-hmm.
for fucking ever, you know what I'm saying? If you see a mango, can you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you taste a
yeah.
mango, it's almost as if you never taste fruit before. You know what I mean? Like that was a small thing. But one of the biggest things, another small thing was being young and thinking, looking at all these motherfucking niggas around me, like damn, I'm gonna be old like one of these niggas when I get home. So here that I used to feel cheated. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me? I used to feel cheated. I used to feel like I think that a lot of my anger and a lot of shit that I did while I was in jail that was negative. So that shit was a tribulation. You know what I mean? I never had no, as far as like drama tribulations. I ain't gonna lie, man. This is, when you tell people the real story, they get mad at you and they think that you trying to be a gangster. Nigga, at one point, you know what I mean? I was a gangster. I ain't had no problems. I didn't have no problems. I never really had no big issues. I got into situations, but they was normally because I was helping somebody out. I never had no smoke, man. The way I am right now is how I always been when it came to people. In the beginning, when I first got to jail, when I had my tribulations, well, it was the same thing that all the kids went through. When you were a kid, 16 years old in jail, you know what I mean? It's safe to say you're just trying to figure it out. You know what I mean?
And all right, so that's something that I would say for myself. Like, so when you say trials and tribulations, or just like how you was just explaining something, do you feel at any point that, like, even when, if you want to say, all right, so I'm gonna ask this question after you tell them what was you ever convicted of? What you go to jail for? Just tell them that.
I ever had in my life was robberies.
All right. So did you commit them
I have
off of
armed robberies. Armed robberies.
right?
Evil.
All right. So did you commit armed robberies over for the fuck of it? You really needed it, or it was just there to do?
At first, I ain't gonna lie, man. I used to just rob people because I wanted. I used to rob people because I wanted something. Like it was okay. Because you said need. Was there a need? Did I not have a jacket on my back already? Yeah, I had a jacket on my back, but I wasn't fly. And once you get to a certain age, like you said, and I'm glad you hit that. Like when you start, like it's sad that a lot of us get trapped into that game by strictly like looking at your clothes and stuff like that and saying, damn, I ain't fly, yo. I want these chicks, but I'm dusty or whatever. You know what I mean? When we
Right.
don't know, we don't learn how to. We don't. I mean,
Queen of attraction.
I mean, you learn how to walk when you get older, man. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to be a man later on. But when you're a child and you thinking from a child perspective, nigga want to get fly, man. Nigga want to get fly. That was my first thing. Yo, the first time I ever stole something is because they used to have this shit in my school called grab bag, bro. Right? Niggas would come into school and whoever fucking made that shit up, man, fuck you and your mama. You know what I'm saying? Because a grab bag was used to come to school and everybody had to have something for this box. You know what I'm saying? And put some in the box. And every time they had them fucking grab bags on Friday, I ain't never had nothing to contribute. Never had nothing. Imagine me going to my mother and saying, "Mommy, can I get $10 for what? For a grab bag?" Nigga, I couldn't get 10 cents to go get a sandwich. Nigga, school and crickets. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you like this. We had a grab bag date. I was in the video game store. A lot of times go to the video game store, even though I didn't even have a quarter, I like to go in there and watch them play. But this video game store was in the bodega. It was in the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I'm talking about like one of them doors. When you look at the door, when you go through that door, you don't know what the fuck is on the other side of that door, and you don't even know if you're gonna come out the other side of that door. Yet, I mean, these niggas, yo, honestly, the niggas that work in the store didn't even look like they cared that we was in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I see one of the kids from my school. He got out. And then the next kid stole something. He got out, no problem. And then my man, right? My man George's like, yo, grab bag. And I was looking at him. I was just so fucking stupid because I wasn't. Is it froze? Right?
Nah, you good.
He was like, grab bag. I'm like, what? What? He like, grab bag. Grab bag. I was like, grab what? Yo, I took paying attention to us. They was just letting us walk out with this shit, right? Yo, I was scared. Like, I'm talking about, yo, I'm stealing. Yo, I'm not no good thief, bro. I swore, like, you know what I mean? And even when I bought that shit to the grab bag, yo, normally I'm a greedy motherfucker and I'm cheap. You know what I'm saying? At that time when I was young, I'd have fucking, you know what I mean, ate 3 of the cookies and gave them, you know what I mean, 8 half the pack and put the rest of them, you know what I'm saying? Normally that's probably some shit I would have did. But this time I felt like I gave it to him and I was really mad at the class. I was mad at the situation that they that y'all doing this, and this no diss to the school because it was a noble gesture, but it wasn't a real thoughtful gesture. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So that was my first time I stole. I don't even think I ever told about that, but I think that was like the first time I legitly stole, man. Because that shit sat on my mind for a long time, bro. That's never been my cup of tea to steal. You know what I'm saying? So That's how it started with me at first, and then obviously, like I said, the appearance and all that. You want to get fly. You want, what I mean. You want people to see you in a light that you see yourself. We got this image that we come out the house with. And then also we got we you know what we really got? We got the entitlement syndrome. You feel me? Like we'll feel
without the entitlement though.
Yeah. You don't deserve
Because
no
that's
accolades.
something. When I ran into the world with what you talking about, it's like probably somewhere in my 20s. I'm like, yo, I start illing. Like when I see niggas do it in the rap too. Like, yo, I was like, yo, if men ain't had shit, why do niggas be bugging like that? Like, how niggas be feeling like they supposed to have Bentleys and going crazy when grandma, well, my grandmother really did have the Cadillac, but like, how niggas be bugging about not having shit and grandma ain't had nothing? You know what I'm saying? Over the same thing, like you said, entitlement, and we supposed to have some. We didn't have nothing.
But look at
So
that.
where is this? We supposed to have shit, except for the fact that, like you said, it is some niggas in school who had the Bo Jacksons, the orange and blue. It is some niggas who had Jordan, but it wasn't us. So why did it like really like let us get bent out of shape like that? But I know I lived the same life that you talking about.
Ego, peer pressure, and expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas want to be fly. Yo, let me tell you something. But I mean,
right, and you want them girls.
When you that age, your dick is getting hard. So you like, okay, boom,
exactly.
1 + 1 = 5, right? So if I get this and this, I'm gonna have me 5 bitches. You feel me?
Right. You want them girls. So, all right. So basically,
I'm mad you ain't laugh at that.
Nah, because I'm paying attention to Brother Phil from Family Extortion, and I if I would have heard it like you gave it, because then I want to get to like basically without you, because you did it before, and I try to be original as much as possible. This because it's just one dope thing, and I don't want it to be lagging on as much. Your boy Sugar Black, I like that person. I can't say if it's a man or not, or a woman. And that got something to do with it, and it's a 2-part question, and that got something to do with it. I want you to say when you was comfortable. I'm gonna skip the being scared part. Talk about being in not in Rikers. Like, what's the second part of going to Rikers? Like, tell me being in prison and like being comfortable. And the second part is that what I like about you that I said before. Just explain about going to Rikers briefly. Don't stay there about the ugly shit, but just like going to Rikers, that experience. What did you get off of prison? What did you get in your 3rd year of being locked up? Fuck the beginning.
Third year.
Tell me about the 3rd year.
You know what? That's why I like you, T History. That's why I like you, T. You know what? You know what? I think you emotional sometimes, but for you know what? For a good
I'm
reason,
cancer,
bro.
so I can't get away from that.
You know what? You wear your heart on your sleeve, and that's the one thing that I respect about you, bro. You really transparent. You uncalculated, and that was a very good question, man. What was I doing the 3rd year? I'm gonna put it. I finally see your thing. Can y'all throw the link up so I can get on the other computer, because this is ugly as fuck. I got you on my old ass MacBook. You know what I'm saying?
You want to do what now?
No, I'm gonna hit the link. I'm gonna hit
send the link again.
No, yeah, for the StreamYard, and I'm gonna switch this to this computer.
Oh, Sugar Black.
And I'm gonna tell you what I was doing my 3rd year.
Channel. You always welcome. That's what we doing this for. This is all family.
Real people do real things.
About that. Please subscribe to this channel too, bro. That's what I do. I try to,
Sugar Black is a female. Sugar Black is a female. And just in case y'all want to know, because you know what I mean, like people that do donate to my channel and people that fuck with me, or you ain't got to give me a nickel ever. All you gotta do is hit me at Real Mac Mean on Instagram. At the Real, inbox me, and I'll communicate with you. I love real people.
Plus, that's how we do it. Rain already but for the people on my side, she already put your channel in here. She already dropped the link. I dropped the
I'm getting on. You're gonna see me. You're gonna see me in the back. So accept the other one, and I'm gonna get off of this one.
All right. Nah, you should be able to just do the same thing and just all right. Either way, but you're supposed to just do the same thing, nigga. You get off that, but just press that link the same way.
Okay.
I hope. Yeah.
I don't know how to get off of this shit.
Nah, it don't matter. I'll just get you off of it. Get off. Just drop it. You good? Just drop it.
All right. Okay, there we go.
All right, go ahead. I can get rid of it. Well, I don't, because I don't want to kick you off the Kick Your Studio.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna take it off. I'll take it off.
Yeah, that's what I did it. But I hope it. All right. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. So you know why? Well, I think you probably already know why I was gonna. Well, you know. But yeah. So just tell us about like the third year and it being bagged, and then it's something that I want to ask you that you let me know somewhere else that I want to ask you about. And then we're gonna switch it up a little bit.
Okay, third year I was in when I did my bid. We take the story. Third year. Okay, let me see. Okay, third year I was leaving from okay, damn, the third year was kind of crazy because damn, third year. Okay. I was in Attica my third year. I was in Attica, Wendy, and Collins. So it started from Wendy. I went to Wendy after I got kicked out of. Oh, matter of fact, this is how I started, right? Because this is all around the same time, third year. Because the third year is like kind of like when I started like smartening up. I didn't start doing good the third year, but I started like, you know what? Because the more time that you get in, when you got it ain't like when, you know what I'm saying, when you got a life bid, life was act a little bit different than niggas that got time, like that got a date. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like niggas that got a date, you know, are real record. Life was just like kind of like calm, and then explosive, then calm, then explosive. Niggas that got a date is more like explosive, and then calm. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. They fizzle out and go home. But during that time, it wasn't calm. It was that time where it was like right almost the time for me to start like looking at the fact that time is passing and I'm getting closer to a date to at least go see the board. When you got 8 years to get to a parole board, it's different than when you got 3 years. You know what I'm saying? It's more seeable in your mind. The more years you get that's going towards your board, the more you convinced that you might come home. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, there's a time, I don't know if it's like this with everybody, but there was a time in my mind where I was convinced that I'm not going home. You know what I'm saying? Like I already had it in my mind that I was never going to ever go home, and times where I didn't get letters or I had to fight to get some food or violate somebody, or you know what I mean. I eventually switched my hustle from robbing niggas and doing dumb shit like that to being able to use my like real skills to get shit like drawing on envelopes and stuff like that. But when I left downstate, I went to Wendy. I'll go to Wendy. I end up in a situation. I'm not going to tell you about what it was for. It was an assault. Matter of fact, I'm not going to say specifically what happened, but it was an assault. I leave Wendy. They send me to Attica. Just when I start getting used to Wendy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I thought I was Gucci too because I was in the mess hall when they packed me up. They came to the mess hall and got me out the mess hall, picked me up like, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like jails like that sometimes, man. You could do something.
All right. So I don't want to cut. This is the reason why I asked you this, is because I want to cut like this, because this is why two people, because I want to change it, because this is a talented bro. I want you to explain like where you was at, and basically you were saying you was somewhere. Where was it, Wendy? Where was you at where y'all was wilding or whatever, but you had a place that you and the homies where your man that you be having on the show, or you had on a couple of your episodes where you met the dude from the dark skinned dude, the dark skinned brother that rap, where y'all used to have a music class.
Robert. OG Robert.
Yeah. Where you meet him at, or wherever where y'all had that music class at?
That was Collins. We had a
all right. That's what I want you to speak on that. So like where was your mind at? Like you said, where was shenanigans like you had like where was your mind at for you to like because you spoke on that? Like you had to be in a place for you to not want to be wasting your time fucking around like with regular population, not being no bitch, not being a sucker. Because I've been in these same situations whenever the little brief times that I've been locked up, I went to school and shit like that. So you was in an opportunity. Like
the gangsters always went with me. When I discovered college and I started going to college, niggas wasn't going to college. It was niggas that you know like dudes. Niggas like my age wasn't going to college. They wasn't. I went up there because I thought I was going to be able to play video games on the computers. I enrolled in college not thinking I was even going to get in or accepted. I got accepted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that same jail is where they had the music program. Plus, in downstate, they had a music program. In Collins, it was different because we had full access. So we even went to war in the music room because the adult niggas that used to be in there that wanted to play the guitar and be like, oh, do that shit, oh, wow, wow, wow. Come on, young boy, play that note. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to get the beat machine and just bang out beats and all that. Eventually, what happened was my man Doc and my man, what was his name? Bert fucking his ankle. One day his fucking vein exploded in his ankle and that shit was squirting all over mess hall. Hey, yo, check it out. They fixed him up, but that shit ain't healed for like years. But anyway, Bert and a few other dudes, Doc, they knew theory. They knew music theory. We was coming in there. We was like, when I was younger and started gymnastics, I came from the street tumbling, you know what I mean? Hitting the fucking floor. And then when I went into organized gymnastics, I had to learn things a certain way. And my coach was just not with it. So who I'm friends with today, his name is Mr. Kaiser. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that the same way where we had that vigor there, the correlation is that being with those OGs, we came in there like that. You know what I'm saying? Me, Ruck, Mott's, Airborne, Guess, you know what I'm saying? Dark, even Capone, you know what I mean? For Capone Noriega. Capone used to come through. You know what I'm saying? I got a song with Capone too. He's the first nigga to give me a feature when I came home. But check this out. And I was with Capone. But we came in there and we just wanted to just bang on shit and we didn't know. We just knew and you know, like when you young, you all heart. See, when you get older and you get more refined, and big shouts to Bert and Doc and all y'all. I love y'all. And Doc, I mean Bert, I know I gave you a lot of problems and you probably thought I was disrespectful, but I ain't had no blueprint, you know what I'm saying? Or how to treat a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? And years later, I found out the way they sheltered us, them niggas could have easily just smashed us out, but they understood. We was convinced that they was just pussy. But really what they was trying to do was show us a different element. And they was trying to show us that, yo, you can incorporate what you got, what we got. You know what I mean? And then we, instead of us, you know, them hogging up everything and not respecting us, we started listening. And we started learning those machines little by little, you know what I mean? Until we got our little talent shows and stuff like that. And you know, the system let us do our talent shows. We went out there and we turned that shit the fuck up. They used to have little churches. You know what I'm saying? We had outside ball teams. Niggas think because we locked up, we just locked up in there just stabbing each other. Nah, I'm talking about groups coming with the state team, it's civilians. Those are civilians coming to play us. The cops against the inmates. You know what I'm saying? On the football field, shit like that. Yo, I'm talking about, and the cops willing to take a hit and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Have these niggas around you all their life. Some of these niggas ain't got no life outside, so they grab all that overtime. Those cops, though, there's certain cops, there's cops like that's completely committed to the system, and there's some that just trying to get the fuck home. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them is committed to the system, and they end up, you know what I mean, like interacting and being a part of whatever is going on in the system, whether they beating your ass or whether they cheating for you. You know what I'm saying? Or doing something for you. You know what I'm saying? The end of the day, going to school and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And and having the music program, like they went hand in hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like college opened my eyes up. Yo, I had this professor named J.P. Jones. You know what I'm saying? And my name is J. Jones, so he's J.P. Jones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he's an old white dude. Right? You want?
Yeah, I want to ask you because I'm gonna do two things with this. I want to ask 2 questions, and then I'm gonna switch it to the game. I want to ask a good pivotal question for the gangsters. For me, so for people who don't know, how much time did you eventually do in your sentence of giving them people your time?
I tell people 11 years, but it's almost 13 years. If you want to count, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Almost 13 years.
Almost 13 years. So what they always said, you would immediately say something what's the worst thing that happened to you in that time?
The worst thing that happened to me, I think there's a couple of worst things that happened to me. If I have to tell you one, I would have to sit here and think about it. I could tell you a few terrible things that happened.
Well, tell me the most dangerous thing. Not to say it's sweet or anything.
The most scariest situation I've ever been in any situation since being in jail was one day when I was in the Bing and dudes decided to burn the Bing up. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I was going to die. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the first time I legitimately thought I was going to die in that motherfucker. Because when you locked in the Bing, your cell is locked and everything is, you know what I mean? HDM this isn't 1A. But everything is like, you know what I'm saying? Like you it's closed in. And if they got the windows closed, it's a wrap. 1A, you know what I'm saying? Like was different than 1B. 1B was one floor and it's really like locked in. It's like it's almost like if you light a fire in there, it's almost automatically gonna get through. 1A is open. It's 3 tiers. So, or was it 2? Yeah, it was 3 tiers. Yeah, it was 3 tiers. I think. What? I forgot. I just know people's on 2.
It's cool because Mac. So what I wanted to get at, if you didn't explain,
that right there was the most scariest. That right there was the most dangerous or scariest. When I was in there coughing and couldn't breathe, and I'm talking about for days, sneezing out, shit out my nose.
That's nasty and scary. Hell yeah. What I was gonna say is like, because I know you have presented on a huge level, like when most people forget or haven't seen before, and he gonna give a shout out to somebody who's huge that most people don't know or don't remember. You was on 23-1. That you had said about the booth, and that you that's not your thing. So, how many people did you cut in your time that you was in jail?
Man. I ain't like talking about shit like this. I'll tell you though.
Remember, y'all got 5 questions before we wrap this up. We're not wrapping it up no time soon, unfortunately for Mac. But we're gonna get to it. But that's why I said after this, we're gonna play the game, then we're gonna get closer. But we're not wrapping it up. I'll just because this is what I love, and this is different from all them other YouTubers. You see, I'd have asked somebody else across the YouTube circuit, they'd already answered. There'd be already 3 fucking sentences in how they didn't duffel bag the nigga up and cut him in the back of his neck. He don't even want to talk about it. So anybody, even people I know with this clout chasing shit on this nigga's neck, the fuck out of here. Because anybody else would already told me how the fuck he did stitch somebody up and he fucking ripped his neck off. He jumped on the ceiling and played Spider-Man and took his neck off from the back of his spleen. And so
let me tell you this, right? The worst thing you could do from my past is to walk and have children and to have a whole life and have a whole bunch of shit. You know what's the worst thing that you think about when you doing fucked up shit? If you got any kind of conscience, you thinking that, damn, you live with a certain part of you where you like, you know what? I'm gonna get to a certain level in my life of things because at one point everything was just wrong. But now you're gonna get somewhere, you're gonna get close, and then next thing you know, you're gonna turn around and somebody gonna open you up or somebody gonna do something to you. That was like me. I don't give a fuck about no cuts. I got cut before. I got I got a damaged body, bro. You know what I'm saying? From not from jail.
Right.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy is that I got my first cutting, you know what I'm saying, coming home from jail, outside in the street, right? Let me tell you something. Oh, well, I got another cut in the jail, but it was small. But to live with that shit, right? Or to have that fear in your head. Everybody, all these niggas that got notorious cuttings is all cowards. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to list them for you. I don't want to list these niggas up here and tell you, yo, niggas is really a coward. Because same way where you got a thug ass, tough ass story, there's some bitch ass shit that done happened that's lingering around that you can't forgive yourself for. That's why you keep on eating motherfuckers up. Because there's no need to be running around chopping everybody up. The first time I ever even raised my eyebrows about chopping niggas and cutting them on that New York shit was when I caught the jail case. You know what I'm saying? The first jail case, which was cutting a nigga in the court. I talk about that on my channel. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I even opened up the doors and told that story is because they was online giving a replica of that story and giving me props for some shit that they was glorifying. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, they was glorifying. They was talking about, I could imagine how Wildcat or Bad Vibes or one of them niggas feel. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about all they cutting. That's why when Bad Vibes got on my show, you know what? I told them we gonna change this on Bad Vibes presents Good Vibes, because let me tell you something. When I speak to my nigga, I don't get that vibe.
Nah, not at all. I talk to Vibes here and there. Like I've talked to like Vibes on like so.
They rating this shit like niggas is NBA players. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, when that shit right there was a real war, when that was like real, yo, bro, when I ate dude food in court, that was for no reason. When they, you know what I'm saying? That was, I mean, like literally, that shit was for no reason, bro.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? At that time, I'm telling you that you could get your food ate for no reason, my nigga.
Right. And see, that's what I asked you the question for, and that's what the point that I was trying to make. And then I was the last part of that I was gonna ask you is like, because the misconception of like it is crazy in there, but I was just gonna ask you, like, do you have to, and like that's what I was gonna ask you, how many people did you cut, and then do you have to be cutting in there? Do you have to do a sentence for having it? Are you not a bitch if you come home without cutting somebody? Which we really know the answer, because it's mad people that came home who don't got that under them. It's a lot of people that be in a lot of them people's chats that be trying to reach out to the nigga who's the content creator. And then
those niggas that you see, everybody that you see that's known to be a tough nigga that got a whop on his face, right? How did he get that whop on his face? You know what I'm saying? He got that whop on his face. Let me tell you something. We perpetuate all this shit. We go to Rikers Island. We adolescent kids. You know what I'm saying? And this is the choice of a weapon, my nigga. Is a razor blade across a nigga face, B. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, when I was an adolescent, I ain't cut niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let me think about that. Not really. Let me see. Y'all, nah, I ain't cut nobody. You feel me? It started when I turned to adult, and I bought the razor tag to the adults. You know what I'm saying? Like the adults, I was scared of some adults. You wanna know why? Because them niggas, you see them niggas, the guns they be running around with, poking niggas. Like yo, we fit like yo, adolescents. We had a big distrust for adults. We used to sometimes just get up in the morning, just go pop off from old ass coffee drinking niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. That's what we do. Like I don't give a fuck. We ain't got no oxy, bro. We go out there with pens and pencils. I'm saying that shit. When you go up, when like I make this comparison all the time. In the Wild West, back in the days when them niggas took 10 steps and blew each other head off, you know what I'm saying? That was that's how they might have been their solution for a problem, But at that time, I don't think that anybody else out there, the music stopped after the nigga died. It was a part of the day because of the environment. And that's what happens in C-74 and Rikers Island. Those niggas that was young boys that was coming up like SI and Wildcat and all these brothers and shit that was supposedly putting all these cuttings in. Yo, man, let me tell you something. All of us at some point was scared, and I could guarantee you, it's predicated. The predicates are predicated by shit that happened to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight up. I tell you about Kurt, Little Junglers, and Scully, the Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Jamaican niggas, like those niggas ate niggas food because that was their thing. I think that niggas started like for real. That shit go back to John Rambo days. That shit go back before them. You know what I mean? This shit going into the early 80s, bro. When niggas was, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm giving you a representation of the time that I was there. It was passed on to me, just like it was passed on to niggas that was coming home with $150s before that. We all knew about Rikers Island with the $150. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and when I caught that case in court, soon as I cut old boy, I felt bad about it. I felt like a sucker. I felt like that was the first time I submitted to the system.
Right.
And everybody in the motherfucking court was going crazy that day. Why? Because Pistol Pete was in the court that day. Yo, bro, I was out there to eat anybody. I ain't give a fuck who. Yo, if you got in front of my razor, you was just gonna get your ass chopped, bro. And I made sure that day I bust them down into two, just in case I got caught with one, or I had to get rid of one. You know what I'm saying? Because after that, the show gonna continue.
Right.
It's a savage time, bro. And that
you
kid,
had to put on for yourself. Yeah. Go ahead.
That kid that day, bro. I ain't never cut nobody worse than that guy. And you want to know why? Because I grabbed him by his hair. He started wiggling. And when I ate him, I didn't even know how bad he was cut until the fucking squad came and got me, and they had a deck. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have nothing to put on that boy's face. They put a pillow on his face that day, bro. And for niggas that be thinking I'm capping, yo, I got fingerprinted that day for that case, bro. That was the day that Pistol Pete. Yo, let me tell you something, right? The shit I'm talking about, I got the documents for, nigga. And as much as my people like over the years, like shitted on me for like not shitting on me, but like said something was weird that I'm holding on to this paperwork, or something weird because I'm holding on to these letters that I had from years ago. You know what I'm saying? Don't understand my time. I can't let them make me get rid of something that's might be the key for me not going back. Some things is like talismans, some things that you can see as a replica of what you've been through, and it make you not go there no more. Like when I stopped smoking cigarettes, the time I did for 4 years, you know what I thought? I thought about my grandmother. It was that much. Somebody else would be like, yo, that's weird. Why you think about your grandmother? You know what I'm saying? Death and all that, because it's motivation for me. And it might be my motivation right now while I got the cigarette in my hand for me to start and go that route again. Sometimes you need something, and you know, my paperwork, which is turning yellow, white paper that turn yellow for how old it is. You know what I'm saying? I used to hold that shit. My rap sheet is a badge of honor. Like being in the hood, like, look, I got a 9-page rap sheet. Yo, what am I saying? Imagine my child saying that right now. I can imagine the type of disappointment.
Like you said before, it's certain things that we told ourselves or we seen through the dirt that we think like that. So, bro, on that level, you know, saying to cut it in half, like, bro, let's just get to you. Want to play it's time for us to play this game, like a yes or no game that I have.
Man, go ahead, man. I want to play something on my piano first.
All right, go ahead. But
you got time limit?
No, it's not a time limit. It's just, I mean, yeah, we could do that. I wanted to get to the game.
You gave me a lot
we could do that. Of course, I'm not. It's just
nah. You've been getting at me today, T. You've been giving me butte. Like earlier.
No, that's good because I wanted to ask questions. You know what though? I did do it after the game though, because I wanted to get on.
I still need some time to think for a second, bro. Because you made me think about something, bro. That you know what I'm saying, and you made me think about something. And I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about, bro. Right?
All right, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you my big bro. You know what I'm saying. I get that to you. I already told you. You already know what it is, so it's not a problem. I just want to try to work. Like I said, we all know to everybody out there. You know, like what I try to do is like none of us are professionals. We both trying to do this, but this nigga he got background, and that's why I was trying to hold it off because that's why I asked him about the music.
Bro,
you got other shit. You see what I'm saying? So I try to make it work right, huh?
T. Let me let you know too. Whenever you need me, get up on your show, man. I'm gonna get up on, bro. I'm not no motherfucker. I'm your yo, bro. Whenever you need me, come up here. You pick my brain for the next week, bro. This is bro. You gotta know what you're doing, right? What you're doing is something I can't do on my show. I can't ask myself these questions. I can't summons this shit to be about this. I can shit. You know what I'm saying? I could do that. But this shit right here, the shit that you asking me to talk. You telling me that I'm not analyzing Hassan Campbell. I'm not analyzing. You making me analyze my own self. And then the more I say, the more I'm going to be held responsible for and accountable for. So I'm, you know what I mean? Like you force my hand.
I know what you're saying. I mean, you like the shit. I mean, that's what's good. Ain't nothing wrong.
You made me think about something I haven't thought about in a long time. You made me think about my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? What I lost, what I don't got, and I live in the light. I live in a world where I keep going. I don't stop and think about my cousin that got murdered, that made me come out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or my family, my family murdered and all that shit. My aunt that died while I was in the 4 building. You know what I'm saying? The mall 4 lower sitting there. Or my grandmother died. Can't go to the fucking funeral, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff was playing. That's why I asked you. Let me just play this for a second while you get the questions together. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, go ahead then.
I don't feel like playing no more. I'm rolling up. Let's play.
All right. Well, I mean, because like I said, if you've seen one of my joints before, it's just a yes or no, and it's not a wrong question, bro. So, all right, build or destroy?
Oh, build or destroy? Destroy.
Love or hate?
Love.
Averex or Pelly Pell?
Bro, come on, stop playing.
Averex. Okay.
Averex, old school.
Okay. Jones or Max B?
Come on, you know the answer to that. You know I don't fuck with Jim Jones, and Max B is my man, so Max B.
357 or 40 cal?
40 cal.
Brooklyn or Bronx?
Bronx.
Car or truck?
Truck.
City or country?
Country.
Lyrics or beats?
Beats.
Gold or platinum?
Gold.
Douce or Henny?
Douce.
Yours or his?
Both of ours. No, bro, yours or his? I don't understand that.
I don't know. Nike or Adidas?
Nikes.
Leather or suede?
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, my ex-girl, you know what I'm saying? She had a suede wig, bro.
This suede wig, this thing is stupid.
You said leather or suede? Suede.
Braids or Caesar?
Caesar.
Loyal or shiesty?
Loyal.
Thin or thick?
Shit. You asking me fat or skinny or thin or thick?
Yeah, fat or skinny.
Either one, man. I can't even pick, man. People, you know what? If I don't know. It's a people, it's a person thing. And to me, fat or thick, I mean, thin or thick depends on personality and person. You could be thin and I could like you and
so did boobies or fatty?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I like titties, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
Shoes.
All right, so shoes or kicks?
Kicks.
Jeans or pants?
They ain't the same thing.
No, they're not.
Jeans.
Burgers or wings?
Burgers.
Kush or sour?
Sour.
Movie or documentary?
Documentary.
IG or Facebook?
IG.
YouTube or Bigo?
What the fuck is Bigo?
It's something similar, but it's not.
That's where the chicks be selling their ass.
No, they don't really. They be showing it. It's just another platform.
I'd have said that if they were selling their ass. YouTube.
Loose or tight?
Ooh, tighten that shit up.
Looks or substance?
When I was younger, substance. Today, looks.
Damn. Hoodie or sweatshirt? Damn.
It might change. I'm a Gemini. Shit might change next week.
I feel you.
I was just playing too. Substance. I can't really. I ain't really. Let me just say this one thing. I ain't a nigga that ever had no problem with females. So it's like, if anything, I had a problem with getting too many females. I never had a problem with that. But that the gift is the curse too, because when you have the ability to allow people around you, you forget, you don't see your true value. You become, you know what I'm saying, available for every party. You know what I'm saying? And that time is life. So the more time you waste on a motherfucker that's based off of nothing, and plus I did 11 years without no coochie, so I know how to professionally whack off. You know what I'm saying? That right there, yo, you imagine how many problems you get out of. You know what I'm saying? By just jerking your dick off. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah.
You can save a whole life. But substance. Yeah.
Hoodie or sweatshirt, bro. You can stay on this for an hour. Hoodie or sweatshirt?
Hoodie.
Fitted or dad hat?
Fitted or what?
Dad hat.
Dad hat.
Piano or drums?
Piano or what?
Piano or drums?
Shit, that's hard. That's hard. Piano or drums? Drums.
Peace or war?
Piece of whore. What?
Peace or war?
Peace or war? Peace, 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 peace.
Parker Biggie?
Damn, bro. They both were Geminis. Shit. This is no brainer for me. It's Pop, but lately, okay, but go ahead.
Production or mic?
Production or mic? I don't understand.
You rather be behind the scenes or you want to rap?
I'd rather be behind the scenes. I'm more of a behind the scenes type.
Judas or Jesus?
Jesus.
Ship or the anchor?
Julius is Julius Caesar, right?
No, I asked you Jesus or Judas. Didn't you already said Jesus? Then I went to ship or anchor.
Ship.
Solid or liquid?
Solid.
Scarface or Ice Cube?
Scarface.
Wu-Tang or Public Enemy?
Wu-Tang for the kids.
Watch or chain?
I'm more of a watch person. I don't like chains.
All right, so that was the either or for you right now, man. Thank you for doing that. All right, so back to the questions. Back to the regular shit. Ain't nobody gave me the 5 questions that y'all wanted me to ask Mac Mean. I ain't seen no questions. But I have myself though to get back to it. So, like I said about the music school, what I said that I want to get to is because I was gonna see if I could make a way to see the trip to LA to see if I could go see my homie. So we want to see like with that, what a lot of people don't want to do. So let's do this first of all with a lot of questions. That is a bunch of the same question of the things that people don't know about Mac Me that you got to let them know. Why I just asked. Let them know, right? That you are what like you have A&R skills, beat making skills, you do things with films. How did you get connected with like being on the back? Like, how did you get land a job like doing internship at Def Jam?
That's a long. That's a long. I'm gonna give you a short version.
Yeah.
I'll talk you out of depth. I tell you this. My son's mother, who's my wife at that time, she knew somebody from Def Jam, and that she used to do the Essence Fest with, and she used to go up there and see it. Big shout outs to Karen. You know what I'm saying? Fredericks. And I went up there. I met Karen, and I told her I wanted to do my thing. You know what I'm saying? And she just let me come up there. She started letting me come up there. I started mingling. Everything that happened with anything that's job related with me is from mixing and mingling and working myself into it. In this situation, she will be going to see a friend. While she's seeing a friend, I'll tell them I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to look for DMX and fucking Theo Cohen and whoever else is in the building. By me venturing in the building, I start seeing people that I knew in the building, and eventually they pulled me in. I was already traveling and doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one thing about Def Jam at that time. Def Jam was at the top of the podium. Totem. You know what I'm saying? So, they had 300 something artists. Like that was on their roster, and they had a big budget. You know what I'm saying? And the promo teams was real big, so it was easy to get a job at Def Jam at the time. If you could have went there and been around and positioned yourself, anybody would be able to get a job that could fit the. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you had to put in a job application. So that's how I got there.
Who did you meet that was a gangster on record that really wasn't?
Oh, like who was a coward that they? Well, one. Oh man.
I mean, I know it's probably a lot, but just give me one in particular. Only because that person probably did extra bozo shit.
Okay, I can tell you like this. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, just do. Just to act.
I'm gonna say like. I'm gonna try to answer your question
without doing it.
Without shitting on niggas. There's some people that got a bigger reputation than who they are. So some people might have this fucked up reputation. Then you meet them, and they so humble and cool that you will never ever even associate the name to that person. So for instance, like Ace, Ron doing Ace. Ace is one of the most let me tell you something, right? Gangsters in the streets is funny, and they real typical in this way, where niggas be doing foul shit and during foul times, and then they got they brand of foul. It's like in church, one person is a thief, but the other one's an adulterer, and they both looking at each other like both of them is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you cheating on your wife, or you stealing. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So in that world, some people get attributed to being a certain way when really they not like that. So I understand what you're saying. There's some niggas that's known, like Fat Cat was known to be tough, but you let Ace tell it. I used to be extorting that nigga. Fuck that nigga. They hated him. You know what I'm saying? So he's a big name. Who get bigger? You don't get no bigger than Fat Cat. You know what I'm saying? And Fat Cat was being extorted by Ron doing Ace, according to Ron doing Ace. Now everybody say that that there's a whole big story behind that, but it's more of it's not like when you hear about somebody getting busy. Normally, that person get busy. What happens is later on, motherfuckers find something to hold against them against get busy rules, like he did this or he did that after he got busy. You know what I'm saying? But don't mean that nigga ain't dangerous. Or let me tell you something. It'll be the guy that got no name at all that always end up getting a drop on these so-called get busy niggas. If you a get busy nigga, it's better to not want to be a nigga that get busy.
Right. So in that situation, what would you respect more? Would you respect somebody like yourself, or not even say yourself, but would you respect somebody that like had like, even if it's not a long list of shit, but would you respect somebody who got busy in his first 25 years that got a record compared to somebody who didn't got a rap record and then he commits some shit?
Let me give you a secret.
Commit crimes on his record deal time.
Let me give you a secret, right?
Would you respect a nigga like that?
You know this. You should know this. And if you've seen enough, you know this. That niggas don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying what I mean is this: that gangsters do not give a fuck about another gangster reputation, right? And then there's there's a lot of niggas that got that work and I don't respect them. Some of these niggas, you know, people got a bunch of cuttings and stabbing. Yo, but when we see them, yo, bro, I dare you pull a razor out on me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'll make you swallow that shit, nigga. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, everybody's not built like that. So you could end up putting numbers on the board and just be some nigga like that. I more respect a nigga that I know that will get busy, will present himself in a different way. You know what I'm saying? The real gangsters are so quiet. They're embarrassed about the shit they did. They ain't in no rush to tell niggas nothing of that shit.
So I got 4. So all right. So this is what Bilo would probably get all 5 questions. Bilo asks, how do you feel about AZ Faison telling on dudes that hit him in the Bronx?
This is who we talking about.
Okay.
This is what we talking about. I don't listen. He says, ask Mac Mean, how does he feel about AZ Faison telling on the dudes that hit him in the Bronx? Salute. I don't feel no way about it because I wasn't there. I'm gonna tell you like this, right? In my world today, how I live, I don't care about what nobody do, and I have no dog in the fight. So, meaning what I'm saying, I'm telling you is this: when I'm in the street, when I was in the street, right? He would like, obviously, if I'm living in the underworld, we don't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? But on being where I'm at and being that I communicate with Ace and I know the whole story. I look at it like this: it was all unfortunate, and at this point, if all of them could let that shit go and let everything go with that, that'd be the best thing for them, because I don't feel no way about AZ, man. I feel that, you know, when you get shot up like that and watch all your people die and shit like that, hey, listen, man, everybody is tough until
you meet your day or some shit.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? You don't know what it's like to be in a hospital, great, about to die.
I got another one for you. Your boy on KJ Fury asks, did you know Saigon? Do you know Saigon?
Never met him. So Saigon we had there 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Saigon, listen, let me tell you something. It's easy to do 10 years and breeze by and just do your time and nobody ever see you because you're just trying to go home. You know what I'm saying? And then
that's why I asked you the question earlier. Go ahead, say what you finished what you was gonna say.
Saigon, for what I know from people that I know, that I never heard nothing sideways about Saigon. Saigon, and I like the way he rap too. He's a good rapper. Right. I never heard nothing about
he did it when he be on camera. He talk hell of a tough, but I can understand it because why not? You know, if he been through a lot of shit.
You know who they didn't like? Tupac. They hated Tupac. Like, niggas used to talk so much foul shit about Pac, bro, and from his block. They hated that nigga Pac. I don't know how Pac was so hated when Pac was hated. NIC.
Yeah. Now the reason why I said like with Saigon, like when he was on Flip and he conducted himself and been through a lot of shit, and then even the shit was smashing on Queens, like what I said, just like when it happened to what's the guy that the funny dude that they what's Bilo, tell me what's the old man that I fuck with up here, OG Product. like it's certain things like that from our justice. Like I
Yeah.
was just bringing this into like OG. What up, Vicky Tricks TV? Thanks for coming through. But like an OG product, I say that situation before I ask you one of your other real questions for me. That again, coming from how me and you grew up, and again you're older than me. Like they tried it on YouTube. Make I know the OG product, and I like him for some reason. And he talked about the young niggas, and they called him slipper, whatever. But they didn't do nothing. So he told the scene that they show is him picking up a trash can. It is funny, but he ended up jetting out of there. So the younger crowd or whatever, because it's mainly the younger crowd, not close to us. They try to make a scene because he jetted up out of there, but he was on a set. They caught him slipping. But like, nigga, he was in a hood. Nobody really wanted to do nothing with him. It was like 10 minutes, and he's over there, and all them niggas running up. But don't nobody want to jump out there and be Billy Badass and fuck with them hands for real. And he jets up out of there, and they try to make him a bitch. How you feel about that? Like he was supposed to just stay there and like get mocked. How do you
product, let me tell you something, right? With him in particular, boom, 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 right?
I know about the
Smurda. You know what? I think that OG product got something. I'm gonna be completely honest. Because I looked at him a couple of times. It was a time where I liked it. I like some and now our little thing that we got out here. Sometimes it might happen with me. Motherfucker might look at me 2-3 times and be like, man, the nigga talking the same shit. And then wait for the next drama and then pull up again. But that's how that's how my shit was. You know what I'm saying? With product. But then last thing I seen, he was breaking down online. So what I'm gonna tell you, right? Sometimes face what's up, man. Sugar Black, salute, official, everybody up in here, friendly extortion. Peace to everybody for welcoming me to T Channel. You know what I mean? He was breaking down. What I'm gonna tell you is this: the best thing to do with this YouTube shit and this life shit is sometimes you gotta take a break and you gotta remember what you like. Like me, I like eating Wagyu steak. I like breaking, you know what I mean, fixing my cars up and shit like that. Fucking with my remote control cars, going fishing, taking my kids out kayaking. You know what I'm saying? I like riding scooters and shit like that, drawing, art, helping people. That's all I do is help people all fucking day. I don't ask nobody for nothing. I never ask nobody for shit. Keep your fucking money. Keep whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? If you showing love, I'm gonna show love back. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody. I like little shit. I like cooking.
Like just
I like seeing my son, you know what I mean, taste something new and watch his face. You know what I mean? I like get my other 2 oldest sons on the screen and put them against each other and be like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Why you feel me? Like it, I like shit like that. You know what I mean? I lost my train of thought.
It's all right because, like I said, this is one thing too, man. I want to say too. I want to ask you too to get back on. You like to get back to it before we get out of there and just be a regular conversation. I want to I want to get right back to it too. No. So when you came home, right? The last time that you did a bid, when you came home before the last 6 months of the last bids you did, or when did you see a change in yourself, and what you think brought that upon yourself? What was in your system that make you think ever changed Mac Me to the point to be like, you know what, this is some bullshit. This ain't the Mac stuff.
I got locked up for attempted murder, assault, some other bullshit, aggravated assault, all type of shit, right? Got a case put on me after I came home. So even though I tell people I have not ever been in jail, I was in jail. I went to jail for 4 days. I got bailed out, beat the case. But those 4 days, when I went back, you know what I'm saying, and I had to get bailed out, and I knew that I was going to stay in it because jail was different. And I automatically felt violent. You know what I'm saying? Like I automatically, like the first day I woke up and I went, because I'm one of them cats that, you know what I mean? That I just, like, I got these 2 different sides to me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that once this side be getting cats twisted. See, it represents. I mean, it ends up translating different as a free dude. You know what I'm saying? As a free dude, you always can walk away from something, and those are one of the things that I do in my life. I walk away from things that's gonna hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hurt me, you're hurting the children, man. And then if I ever in my fucking life think that because of you, I'm not gonna go back to my kids, it's a different type of energy. Everything else is all love, as long as I can get to my kids. You know what I'm saying? So when I think that somebody's gonna try to hurt me or harm me, it'll bring that other side out of me. But so that right there, being in jail for me for them 4 days and waiting to get bailed out, right, was a reminder and a door shut that forever. So it's safe to say, since I've been home, I ain't never go back to jail. That shit that I was fighting, I beat that shit with some bullshit. And it was something like we went through earlier when old girl got on my shit. It'd be some in my life, bro. I end up getting around people that see the good energy and try to take that and basically impose whatever the fuck they got going on in their mind to my energy and make it seem like it's similar. That's why you have to pay attention with your heart sometimes. You know what I'm saying? For real. And not always with your mind, because your mind could confuse you. These two things got to coexist, T. Your mind and your heart. And the one part, you got to have the heart to be able to do things. You know what I'm saying? But then you have to have that mind to organize that shit. With me, I'm still trying to fix my mind. My heart is in the right place. So sometimes my mind could go off. My mind could really go off. And being in jail that one time, that right there was the last reminder that I need. Being around them stink ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas passing a cigarette down, busting, smoking that shit to the filter. You know what I mean? These niggas just like passing in their mouth like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, I felt, yo, when I got placed in my cell, I felt like I was, even though I felt more stupid than all those niggas in there, that was the first time I ever been in jail and felt that I was above all this shit. I looked at and I was able to categorize.
My fault, but I understand what you're saying. This is another thing because we got a few more, but I want you to assist though, so we can do this. That's dope though. I understand exactly what you're talking about, and it's because this is a dope person, y'all. What? And I know you, and so this is not going to be a good question in certain ways, but what is your goal and what do you want for your YouTube channel? What's your YouTube channel about, like overall? Because I know I'm asking this question and I know what the basis is right now, and it's not just about prison true stories and shit like that.
Okay, but, it's about.
Yeah, but tell me what it is and what's your goal for your channel. And
first, let me just tell you this, right? Let me just say this to you, brother. For me, how I'm living my life right now, I went through a phase where in the beginning, which I started. A lot of people out here been blogging, doing this YouTube shit way longer than me. So for a while, most of my circle that I fuck with been doing this shit way longer than me, right? So the mentality, I guess, with a lot of people that started before me is that you gotta have a theme for your channel. What slowed me down and made my channel so slow in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Which it wasn't real. It was probably my fifth video that this did 30, 40,000, and then the channel started growing from there. But not me trying to figure out exactly what this channel was going to be is what actually slowed me down. You know what I'm saying? So my channel, if you put a knife to my neck and tell me describe your channel, Matt, I'm gonna tell you like this: my channel is the nothing channel and the everything channel. This is where one day you already know, T, I might be teaching niggas about websites and money. The next day I might be talking for a whole week. I might be talking about Rikers Island because shit just came back. But you know what? Somebody else, even though I'm the nigga that broke the Ace story, even though I'm the nigga, nobody was talking about Ron doing Ace. until I start talking about it. Wasn't nobody talking about OG Ruck. Wasn't nobody talking about Baby Maine. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody talking about Tom Cross until I popped those stories off. I'm trying to tell you that there was nothing that I had to see in order to tell my real life story. It just came to a point where that's what I want to talk about. Yo, for the next week, I might say fuck Hassan Campbell and fuck everything involved with this YouTube shit and just get off of it. You know how I am. 3 weeks, niggas be hitting me, yo, why you ain't on live? And it be the same motherfuckers. T. It's like going to jail, coming home and seeing the same niggas on the street. It's the same niggas over here doing the same nothing ass shit. You feel me? The only reason old boy caught my eye is because people out there that really fuck with me put some shit in my hands. You know what I'm saying? And I decided on my own, you know what I'm saying, what I felt like doing. I felt like the noble thing to do was just, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, tell boy to take that shit down. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to take it down. So this is not a Hassan Campbell channel. This is not a fucking prison channel that I'm rocking. This ain't none of that. This is the nothing and everything channel. Whatever you talking about for that day, that could be it. Unless I'm doing an interview. And normally, if I do my interviews, I'm not on live stream. I don't do no interviews on live stream because people destructive. Somebody will come in here with an ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? Like they did on my channel all night, bro. Like the reason why I'm patient with that person is because I got 6-7 people in the back.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it.
And then one of them, the ones I do know, I'm like, you know what? We ain't.
And sometimes it could even be them. I get you. I got you. That's what.
You know what? It don't even matter who it is. But the point is that as long as you keen enough to smell this shit before it happens, you know what I'm saying?
Right, no doubt.
And that's because they mad. Yeah, that's because they mad at whatever subject you was talking about. Not really understanding that tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow we might be talking about something else. And if you really want to do, you know what I'm saying, if you want to gauge a person, go back. I leave a perfect record, you know what I'm saying, for people to judge me for. I leave my mistakes up here as well as my wins. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Only way I took something out, one video I had up like 30, 40,000 on that shit overnight. The lady, it was insensitive because I was posting a nigga getting clapped. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The family reached out to me and told me, yo, like this, they was disrespectful towards me and everything. Wild out. And I said, I'm gonna take it off. The family fuck with me right now. On other videos, they hit me, oh, this is such and such, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you who the person was, but they family came for me, for my neck. And the shit that these niggas talking about with that clout shit, that's the clout. I know how to tag videos and do my thing where it could pop. And I've been telling niggas that shit for a long time. I said, but I got a real life going on. You feel me? So I gotta be personally vested to whatever is going on in order for me to come at it. So that's why I said the nothing and anything channel, whatever.
I feel you. That's just basically the same way as me. All right, now I'm gonna get you with something this selfish and how we do it. No, sir, but I don't expect it to be what everybody expects it to be. What is your best interview so far?
What you mean? That I'm on or somebody interview?
Like this right now. Who has interviewed you the best? Which is me, no sir, but who
you gotta take this out of the face automatically.
What's the best interview that you've done or you've been a part of that you think?
Oh. I think if they only knew, I talk.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put you in it.
No. I mean, that's a real question, but I wouldn't expect this is a lot. Like I wouldn't like. Come on, that would be kind of. It would be kind of.
It would be
like,
deep.
Like for you to even if you'd be like, nah, this one that would kind of be like. So all right, but what's the reason for you?
Give me a lot to think about.
Nah, but what's the answer? Why's the answer that you gave right now? Though?
If why they only ITOK, that's the channel.
Right.
You know
why is that the answer though?
Why is that the answer? Because it was the most therapeutic for me. I felt like normally because I'm interviewing people, Normally, I'm interviewing people.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a whole layout of what I would like to know about people, but I don't really know what the fuck people want to know about me. So when they ask me something, and it's surprising, and I got to give you the most real answer. You know what I'm saying? They sometimes you realize like with the way the certain questions that a person asks you might force you to look at certain things that you did. You know what I'm saying? And if you come in from a place where you probably started off bad, you know what I mean, where you want to fix certain things up, you start to realize, you know, we put this image in our head that we are better than what we really are. We act like the best boyfriend to a bitch. You know what I'm saying? We act like the best father to our kids. You know what I mean? Our kids might see that shit different. But in our, you know, to the world and to us, you know what I'm saying? Like we think we doing the best job in the world. You feel me?
Right.
And when you live like that, sometimes you could when you start doing good, that's why I don't like compliments and shit like that. I'd rather the best compliment you give me is do something good for yourself or change something about yourself that was inspired by something that I might have told you that you know I was living. So that's the best thing, you know what I'm saying? But with me, I think that because I don't want to disillusion myself and make the things I did bad seem like not that bad. The shit I did that's bad got something way worse to do with mental shit than it has to do with physical. Even though I came up stabbing, shooting, robbing niggas and all that shit in jail, scared to death that they gonna cut my young pretty face and shit. So I cut the nigga first. I eat niggas food. I want niggas to be fearful of me because I'm fearful of the world. You don't notice at that time. You just tough, right? And then you start, you start getting blessings, okay? And then you think that you deserve these blessings, and then you can get to a point where you expect blessings and you forget the shit you did. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that I did to people, that I did so much shit to people physically. I don't know why, man. I'm still trying to figure. I might need therapy to figure it out because my answers change. You know what I'm saying? But I come from the school that's really violent. So this online shit they talking about. Good night, Queen. Josiah, peace. Queen, already done. Official one, sub. Josiah, good looking. You know what I'm saying? Subbing to my man Chin. You know what I mean? So this is what it is. So people online, they got this so-called tough crew and shit, and these niggas want to find out who was the toughest. When all them suckers know that if any one of these quiet niggas catch them slipping, they eat their food. You know what I mean? It's a circus. You know what I mean? It's like a really distraction from what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? What's really going on is that we pile up all of these accomplishments on our back, and we convince ourselves that we doing a good job, or we good people, or we the best version of ourselves or some shit, right? Yo, anything I'm getting, I don't deserve this shit. Whatever I give to people is what I deserve to be giving somebody something because I don't have the need for nothing, my nigga. I mean, like, I ain't even talking about physical shit. You know what I mean? Of course, you might need something, but I'm saying that in this world and in life today, you could get to a point for real, where you so content with just seeing the growth of your children that's enough. That's satisfying enough. That's drugs. That's property. That's you know what I'm saying. Whatever. That's sex. That's all of that combined. Love. When you can love something just as much, you know, not can't even say how you love yourself because most of us love ourselves incorrectly. When you can love something more than you love your own self, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's when those fucking that caution tape come out and you be like, okay, hold up, let me slow down. You know what I'm saying? So me, I try to stay close to that and say, you know what I mean, like the shit I did physically wasn't nothing compared to how I shattered motherfuckers mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All
right, bro. So I mean,
manipulating women, coming home, manipulating motherfuckers, extorting motherfuckers, whatever. It's all the same game.
So I basically the last thing that was hella fire. I didn't mean to cut you off, but then the last question I basically was gonna ask, man, is that basically the I be having a problem with this one is, man, we kind of growing up with like what Scarface say, your word or your balls. What does your word mean to you, and express that, and like coming from the same place that I just said, what does Mac Mean's word mean to the people of YouTube to understand?
Okay. My word is this, right? What my word means is this. This is what my friends could tell you more than anything, but I'm gonna give my guesstimation of what my word is, because you got your bullshit word and then you got your word. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Sometimes in life, especially when shit becomes like hectic with family life and all that, your word can become flimsy. You know what I'm saying? And not because you wanna be a flimsy word type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like you tell motherfuckers, yo, I'm gonna be at the barbecue this summer. You know what I'm saying? And somebody might get that twisted. Life happens. Life is really here. And some distant motherfucker like I'm talking about from your reality, might be right in front of you, but distant from your reality, because now you making okay, let me not get too deep. Your word can become flimsy due to life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, in a way where, I'll be at that barbecue, or I promise you we're gonna make this happen. You know what I'm saying? And then other things happen. Your word can be fucked up. But my word is this. When I fuck with you, I'm probably one of the most I'm loyal. I'm loyal. And it took me practice at being that shit, because it's easier said than done, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I used to, and I ain't talking about, I'm loyal in every sense of the word. Like when it comes down to relationship, you know what I'm saying? I'm loyal on that level. With a female, I'm loyal. At one day, listen, at one point, I slung my dick like Vegas crap dice. Feel me? I shot the club up. Yo, who won it? You feel me? Bow.
Who won it?
For you, baby.
Who won it?
Yo, bro, I was fucking a chick in Miami in a fucking lobby. You know what I'm saying? I don't even use drugs. You know what I mean? Like in the lobby, bro. Like I used to be all over the place with my dick. You wanna know why? Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. When God give you a pretty face like this, you feel me? And you're an old ass man, you know what I mean? You feel me? When you go through life like that, man, I'll tell you that gift is the curse, because you make so many mistakes, and you will have a false sense of who you really are. You know what I mean? Yo, a pretty face. You know what I mean? Remember back in the days, Velvet DeVoe, never trust a big button and a smile.
Poison.
You know what I mean? Poison. And some men are poison too, because what we find as value, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Knocking them down, that's value. Treat women like bitches. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you end up having less time of having fun and more time of repairing. Because if you catch yourself early enough, you got to recondition your mind, and you got to know this, right? Loyalty ain't got nothing to do with you with somebody else. Loyalty is about you and how you feel about yourself. And no matter what the fuck going on out in the world, you got to be able to value yourself, to know that, you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to be loyal. It's a good thing for you. It's a part of your resume. No matter what, however somebody hands you life back, my nigga, it's your opportunity or your life or your option. You know what I'm saying? Your option to be loyal to you. In order to be loyal to yourself, you got to create value for yourself. With me, my time and my peace is worth more than anything. I would rather pay a nigga to stay the fuck away from me than to be around somebody wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? I got too much to do. Feel me? And pussy ain't one of those things, and a relationship ain't one of those things. So loyalty, bro. My word is everything to the ones that depend on me. Fuck it. Take all friends out. Let's take some of these kids. Ask them how loyal I am. I'm the most loyal. You want to know why? Because they all I got. So if you see me looking like anything, my kids is 10 times better than that. If I'm smart, my kids are going to be 10 times smarter than me, because I take them to the gym. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about, I'm talking about books. I'm talking about reading. I'm talking about acknowledgement. I'm talking about accolades when they do good. Nas gets the fucking student of the week, of the month, all the time. All my kids is always on all my kids is good. I'm telling you, I got more blessings than I deserve when it comes down to my worries. So that's how I know that something big is going to happen. It's going to be something big that I'm going to have to deal with in terms of negativity, and it's going to be something big I'm going to deal with in terms of positivity. Trust me when I tell you, the negative, I know it's going to come at some point. I'm not anticipating and I'm not putting in the air for that. I'm just saying that this is one of those fights that now I'm prepared for. And no matter what happens in life, you know what I'm saying? I got the fucking tools to fight that shit and to pass that shit to my kids, man. This shit right here is a representation of what my kids are seeing. My son watched me from day one start this channel. I told him everything was going to happen. And he watched every move I do. And he'd be like, Dad, you popping. You feel me? Right. You dig where I'm going from? When my son's friends is looking at what I'm doing, then we doing a good job. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So like I said before, so we wrap it up. It's like this. So let me know, like I said, with the film, like, so what we got popping up for the summer. What's the summer looking like for Mac Mean and the channel? And then we're gonna wrap it up with all the places we can find you at.
For 3 months, I just did some publishing. I'm about to drop a record with Cuzzo Fly, you know what I'm saying, for the Loonies. That's Yuck Mouth and Cuzzo Fly. You know what I'm saying? It used to be Numbskull. Numbskull is not a part of the group, it's Cuzzo Fly. So I just did my publishing on it. We just got a cover for the album. I mean, for the single we dropping. We shooting a video in LA on June 22nd. I'm gonna be in LA for 3 months, y'all. So I'm gonna be live streaming from LA. I got a 24-hour channel coming out.
Holler at me because you gotta find some space and holler at me because I'm gonna be there one of them days. But anyway, go ahead.
So I got Kiani streaming, which is my boy Kyron Hodges. I'm trying to help him develop the streaming site. It's for independent movie makers and stuff like that. I'm trying to I'm doing the marketing and stuff like that, strategizing and how we gonna take what he has, you know what I'm saying, in terms of his movies. He got movies with TK. He got documentaries. He's the dude that started Crackheads Going Wild. You know what I'm saying? But he got his own streaming service, and I'm modeling it, so-called. You know what I'm saying? So we working on that. Like I said, I got a 24-hour channel coming out. I'm trying to do a relationship channel. And then also we got some production stuff going on. Music, what I'm doing right now with the music is a 24-hour music channel and content. So whatever I do is going to be able to be replayed on that. And hopefully keep your fingers crossed. I should be having 10 of my episodes from my show up on Amazon soon. You know what I'm saying? So people be able to go up to Amazon and watch it, or new people that never seen me be able to go up there. I'm talking about the stuff that makes sense, like the interviews that I do and stuff like that. Not the bullshit. As far as my businesses, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to expand this year. I got a consultation business. I do consulting work for like businesses that just want to grow and learn, you know what I mean? Like I try to teach people how to make money first, whether it's stocks or investment, whatever type of investments, you know, understanding money, how the money work, how you get the money back, how you flip the money, how you buy property, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all over the place, baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm working. That's all I do.
That's what's up. So like I said, so just give them whatever you want to give them to reach you, and then we out of here.
Oh yeah, at the real Mac Mean, on IG, Mac Mean True Story on YouTube. The Facebooks and all that, it's 5,000 friends on them joints. I'm never going to see you, so don't even worry about it. I don't even look at Facebook. So IG and IG and YouTube and chat. And you know, if y'all, you know, the people that's going to watch this, look at KianiStreaming.com. KIAGNI. You know what I'm saying? Okay, or I might spell it right, but just spell those letters, streaming.com. You can see TK Curtin movies, Rashid Thurman, my boy, got some shit that he's about to put out. That's the comedian that passed away. We got a movie called Thin Black Line. Well, it's Kyron Hodges' movie. I'm saying it as if it's mine because I'm promoting it. And it costs like $9.99, you know what I'm saying, for a whole year subscription or whatever. You get all the movies. I suggest people go and, you know, join that streaming while we still in the, you know, this stage where you can, you know, join for that type of price, because we about to get rid of it. I mean, well, you know what? I think we about to get rid of the pricing on that. Excuse me. I think we're going to be doing free streaming, but it's going to be with commercials. Y'all see later, but just check the site out. KIAGNI, Kiani Streaming. And like I said, you got my stuff. Hit me on the inbox at the Real Mac Mean or whatever. If you got a story that you want to tell on a channel, whatever, or you got something you want to add as input, we can see what happens with that.
All right. Hey, man, thank you. Have a blessed night. The rest of the night, man, you had a long night, so I already know being tired or whatever. Probably not. You probably got like 2 more interviews to do.
I'm about to go back to work. It's only 1 o'clock. I'm about to start work.
Yeah, it's still mad early. But man, this is I Am Mac Mean, true story. What is it? Every story might not be true. This one was, and he came and blessed T Hicks's platform. I thank you very much, bro. You know I'm gonna holler at you, man. Thank you for coming up here and blessing us. Everybody on Sugar Black and your people that came. I thank for the subs and the people that you know saying.
Hit me. I want to thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm sorry, bro. And everybody.
That ain't nothing. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying. That's nothing. We brothers. You know what I mean. Because like you said, you had something on the front. I just wanted, you know, regardless, and I just wanted to do this at the same time more than anything else. So hey, I think everybody that came out, everybody's Mac Me's peoples, is my people. This is family. I think the people that on rock with me and everybody that catch this in the replay, enjoy yourselves, that y'all can get to meet Mac Mean a little bit more, and it's still a lot more, and y'all gonna see that in the future, as well as myself. Until the next time, man, we out. Got to get it right, baby. History. Deuces.